Hi guys, it's Mary McGloin, one of the co-creators of Tech Bettys, and I am here with Angela Gaylor to discuss her women in tech and women in film experiences. And I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Angela Gaylor. My current title is Head of Team Engagement. I work in tech. I've worked in the tech industry the past, almost 10 years now. And before that, I did work in the entertainment industry and a little bit of finance. So I've definitely seen it all and seen, a lot of the changes and differences across many industries.
Awesome. Um, so I guess what got you into tech and what got you into film before that and even finance?
Yeah, yeah, I know it's a circuitous journey for sure. I actually was in finance before tech and, really loved what I did. I loved, kind of like a wide lens, thing that really helps people. I loved working with people, kind of enabling and, helping them move forward in their lives and careers. And, kind of wanted to be like the best use application of that. I think that, the financial industry is obviously an incredible industry. You can earn a lot of money. There are a lot of great things about it, but I was missing a little bit of the amount of interest in some of the issues that I really wanted to cast a light on. And I was talking to a woman friend of mine actually, and she said, it sounds like you would really like the tech industry. And I was like, I don't have any experience in tech, and they said, these jobs are all new. It's like this has only really been around for the last decade. People really didn't go to school for these jobs for the most part, and you should give it a try. So I actually started out as a contractor at my kind of like first foray into the world of tech, and worked there for a couple of months, and then got hired full time after that. So I was hooked, and I just loved the people, and I love kind of like the reward that I get from helping people that I think are just amazing every day.
That's awesome. I'm glad that you mentioned that you came into tech not through the normal routes that people get into because tech is
Yeah.
very uh more accessible in that sense. Like I definitely my background is not in tech, but I am in
Yeah.
tech now. So
But
yeah.
here we are.
Uh, so that's awesome. I'm curious what your experience has been as a woman in a male dominated field. Like in and you
Yeah.
could probably say that about all of those fields in the
Yeah, I've definitely worked in all male dominated fields to the point where I'm like, is there any field that's not male dominated?
teaching,
I really don't know
maybe.
the maybe teaching. I was like, I don't even know the answer because most of my experiences have definitely been male dominated. My direct experience, I have been very fortunate to have amazing managers, mentors, and people who truly believed in me along the way. I remember when I got pregnant with my son, I was very worried. I kind of was like, oh, is this going to derail my career? I was in the middle of a really important project. It was a really big, kind of career growth for me. And I still didn't tell anyone until I was 6 months along. And then, it was finally starting to get obvious after that. And I finally said it. And I was treated no differently, than anyone else. And I actually ended up finishing the project, getting a promotion in my third trimester, which is like, I mean,
Awesome.
unheard of. But I know a lot of stories that didn't end like that.
Yeah.
And, I certainly look across the industry and I see a lot of board of directors that have no female representation, no women or people who identify as women. The same for their executive team and leadership. And definitely there's a lot of work to be done still.
Yes, I would agree. Then that leads into this question. Have you seen a difference since hashtag me too? And if so, like, has it gotten better, worse, indifferent? Like,
Yeah.
what did
I think there's been a lot of movement. I think it's a culmination, like maybe an intersection between movements like Me Too and, maybe the younger generation coming into the workforce. And, I don't know, it's like a chicken or the egg. It's like, did the younger generation see these movements and, really were inspired by them? I don't know, but they certainly are much more comfortable with speaking up for themselves, advocating for their rights and asking for what they want, which was really a great learning lesson for me, who, coming up when I came up, that was a very different situation. You did not ask for anything. You kind of just, wanted to be easy and don't ruffle any feathers. And, it's a very different world out there now. So I don't know what came first, but I'm
Mhm.
definitely seeing a lot more communication, a lot more allyship, and a lot more conversations in the workplace around these things.
Awesome. Um, what would you say to women and girls interested in tech at this point?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I think like what we were talking about, don't be scared that you have an unusual background. Like, it is the Wild West still a little bit, it's like everyone, most of my coworkers who I work with, we all have these incredible, varying backgrounds. And I think all of the things that you bring to the table make that applicable to what you're going to be in your next role. And so just because this role says this one thing, that doesn't mean that all of the tools you've been learning and all of the projects you've worked on don't work towards getting you to that next level. It's just a new focus, and a new way to use your skills. So I would say don't be nervous if you have not have the experience in the tech world, and join a boot camp or join an internship. Raise your hand, apply for roles that you don't have 100% qualifications for, which
that's huge.
usually
Yes.
is not done by women,
Yes.
right? Women, we look and we say like, oh, well, but there's this one thing and I've never done that. And meanwhile, men, I think the stats were like 50%,
Yeah. I've heard
of
60%,
the,
but yeah, no, I
right,
completely
right.
agree with you.
And they're applying. And so it's a numbers game, it's like you got to put yourself out there a lot, and you just need one yes.
Exactly. So awesome. Is there anything else that you want to say that I didn't ask that you want people to know about?
Happy International Women's Day. Happy Women's History Month.
Exactly.
And well, I know we can do anything. And I am so excited to see what the next generation is going to do. It's incredibly exciting.
Awesome. Well, cool. Thank you so much for doing this and taking the
Thank
time. And
you.
yeah, I'll let you know when this is up and yeah,
Great.
and
Great.
keep in touch.
Yeah, you too.
Okay, take care.
Thank you.
Bye
Bye.
bye.